Hi, good morning children. What about you? Are you okay? Yes. Can you remember what we discussed last class? Yes, the introductory part of the first lesson of geography, India, size and location. In that area, what are the things we discussed? Yes, location and size of India. Today, we can discuss India and the world. India and the world means what is the relation between India and the world? Okay, what is the position of India in the world in different matters? That all things we can discuss today. Are you ready? Yes. Everything should open your textbook and listen properly. Okay. And Indian landmass is, where is India is located? India's landmass is in between the east and west of Asia. Asian continents, east and west. India is lying. And India lies in the southward extension of Asian continent. Southward extension, India is situating or lying. And before that, how many continents are there? Yes. Which are there? How many continents? Which are there? Asia, Africa, Europe, Antarctica, North America, South America and Australia. These are the continents. So, India lying in which continent? Asian continent. That already we studied. These all are the basic things that we have to learn already. We learned already. Okay. And you know that the Trans-Indian Ocean routes connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of the East Asia. Europe and Asia is connected to India by the Trans-Indian Ocean. That all you have to understand from this. The sentence is twisted. You don't want to worry about it. Okay. And this provide a strategic central location to India. This Trans-Indian Ocean to connecting to the Asia and Europe. It is a strategic location. Tantra Pradhanamaya. India defense related with the defense system of India. It is very important location. Because of the presence of a Deccan Plateau, it helping India. How this Deccan Plateau is helping India? Helping India to establish a close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe. ആഫ്രിക്കയുമായും വെസ്റ്റ് ഏഷ്യയുമായും യൂറോപ്പുമായും കണക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ ഇന്ത്യയെ സഹായിക്കുന്നത് Deccan Peninsula. Okay, I think you got it. Another speciality of India is no other country has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean. Who is sharing more coastline with Indian Ocean? That is India only. Land part of the or more coastal area, it is shared by India only to Indian Ocean. That is why that ocean got the name Indian Ocean. Got it? Why that ocean got Indian Ocean? Can you name few oceans? 5 oceans. Which are they? Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean. So from those names you got a name Indian Ocean. How this Indian Ocean got that name? Because India is sharing more coastal area with this ocean. That is why, that is no other countries are not at all sharing this much area. That is why India got that ocean, got that Indian Ocean. I think you got it. Am I right? Since the opening of Suez Canal തുറന്നത് മുതൽ In which year? In 1869, opened Suez Canal. So India's distance from Europe, it is reduced a large extent. Before that there was a great distance between India and Europe, but after the opening of the Suez Canal, this distance it is reduced a large extent. Correct. And India has a good contact with the world or a different parts of the world. In ancient period onwards, India is keeping good relation with the different parts of the world. As a joke we are saying that wherever we are going we can see a Malayali. Like that, India is keeping good relation with all other regions of the world. What is it? That because of that religions, India got different benefits, or India placing or India enjoying different benefits. Not only India's civilizations, India's culture also spread all over the world because of this good contact or relation with the different parts of the world. Can you see that we can prove it that means through the relationships through the land routes are older than the sea routes. That we have to understand. India keeping land route relation and the water routes or sea routes also to contact with all other parts of the country, all other parts of the world. But this land route is more old, or it is older than the sea route. Ancient time or earlier period, we can prove it. That means various passes across the mountains in the north provided passages to or way to the account of the or ancient travelers. Ancient travelers, they crossed the land area through the passes. You know passes? Churangal. പഴയ കാലത്തെ യാത്രക്കാര്, that means ലോക സഞ്ചാരികള്, they crossed or they came to India and they crossed the other parts of the world through these passes. Got it? So from that we can understand that land area or land route, it is more older than the sea route. But oceans restricted such a relation and interaction for a long time. കടൽ മാർഗം ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ബന്ധത്തെ കുറെ കാലത്തേക്ക് തടഞ്ഞു വെച്ചിരുന്നു, നടന്നിരുന്നില്ല. ബട്ട് ലാൻഡ് റൂട്ട് വാസ് പോസിബിൾ ദാൻ ദ സീ റൂട്ട്. നൗ യു അണ്ടർസ്റ്റുഡ്. And my dear children, then we can discuss what are the contributions of these relations and interactions. Already we discussed India has a good contact with the other parts of the world through land route and the sea routes. But land route is more older than the sea route. Okay. And then we can see that what are the specialities, what are the benefits or what contributions because of this sea route and the land route. Are you ready? Yes. Because of this exchange of ideas and commodities, that means because of these relations, what things it is exchanged, ideas and commodities happen since ancient times. പുരാതന കാലം മുതൽക്ക് തന്നെ ideas and commodities, it is exchanged to different parts of the world through this land route and the sea route. Okay. And the ideas of the Upanishads and Ramayana and the stories of Panchatantra and the Indian numbers and the decimal system, etc. That means reach in different parts of the country, different parts of the world. My dear children, we have to understand what we are discussing here. That means what are the benefits because of this relation with land and sea routes, or what are the contributions because of this sea route and the land route. What are the contributions or ideas, different commodities, it is reached different parts of the world, and also the Panchatantra stories, Upanishads, and also Ramayana. Not only that, Indian numeral systems and the decimal system. etc. all spread all over the parts of the world because of this relation or the contact between sea and the land. Got it? And not only that, the commodities, we said that ideas and commodities also spread all over the world. So the spices, India's sugandha dravyangal, and also muslin and other merchandise, other commodities, other mattu kachavada vastukal, merchandise were taken from India to different countries. ഇന്ത്യയിൽ നിന്നും ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള വസ്തുക്കൾ ലോകത്തിന്റെ വിവിധ ഭാഗങ്ങളിലേക്ക് എത്തിക്കാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിരുന്നു ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് ദീസ് ലാൻഡ് റൂട്ട് ആൻഡ് ദ സീ റൂട്ട്. ഐ തിങ്ക് യു ഗോട്ട് ഇറ്റ്. ഡിഫറെന്റ് ക്ലോത്ത് മെറ്റീരിയൽസ്, സ്പൈസസ്, ഐഡിയാസ്, കമോഡിറ്റീസ് ആൻഡ് ഉപനിഷത്സ്, രാമായണ ആൻഡ് ഇന്ത്യൻ നമ്പേഴ്സ് ആൻഡ് ഇന്ത്യൻ ന്യൂമറൽസ് ആൻഡ് ദ ഡെസിമൽസ് ഓൾസോ സ്പ്രെഡ് ഓൾ ഓവർ ദ വേൾഡ്. ഐ തിങ്ക് യു ഗോട്ട് ഇറ്റ്. And also because of the influence of the Greek sculpture and architecture style of dome and minarets from West Asia can be seen in different parts of our country. ഇന്ത്യയുടെ ഐഡിയാസും കമോഡിറ്റീസും ലോകത്തിന്റെ പല ഭാഗങ്ങളിലേക്ക് സ്പ്രെഡ് ചെയ്ത പോലെ ഫ്രം ഡിഫറെന്റ് പാർട്സ് ഓഫ് ദ വേൾഡ് ദെയർ ഐഡിയാസ് ഓൾസോ കെയിം ടു ഇന്ത്യ. Which are the some of the examples? It is because of the influence of a Greek sculpture. Greek kottu shilpa bhangi, architectural style and dome and minarets. പള്ളികളിലും ചർച്ചുകളിലൊക്കെ മുകളിൽ നമ്മൾ കാണപ്പെടുന്ന ഡോം ആൻഡ് മിനാരറ്റ്സ്, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൾസോ ബി കോപ്പിഡ് ഫ്രം സം അതർ പാർട്സ് ഓഫ് ദ വേൾഡ്. നൗ യു ഗോട്ട് ഇറ്റ്. വാട്ട് ആർ ദ ബെനിഫിറ്റ്സ് ഓഫ് ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് ദ കോൺടാക്ട് വിത്ത് ദ അതർ പാർട്സ് ഓഫ് ദ വേൾഡ് ടു ഇന്ത്യ? So our own ideas and commodities, it is spread other parts of the world, and their own commodities, ideas, etc. we also accepted, we also got it because of this land route and the sea route, and also a good contact of these all parts of the world. Got it? And next, India's contact with the world have continued through the ages. ഒരുപാട് കാലങ്ങളായിട്ട് ഇന്ത്യ ഈസ് കണ്ടിന്യൂയിങ് കോൺടാക്ട് വിത്ത് ഓൾ ദ പാർട്സ് ഓഫ് ദ വേൾഡ്, മോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ദ പാർട്സ് ഓഫ് ദ വേൾഡ്. ഗോട്ട് ഇറ്റ്? യെസ്. So my dear children, we discussed today's topic. It is what we discussed today, that is India and the world, about different continents we discussed. That means which are the different continents? And also we discussed different oceans. Which are the different oceans? Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean and Antarctic Ocean. So we discussed all these things and how this Indian Ocean got its name, and also what is the speciality of the Suez Canal when it opened, and also we discussed this is passes are that what are the benefits of the India with the other parts of the world. What are the benefits? That means our own ideas, it is spread all over the world, and there are some ideas, some other foreign ideas also we also accepted. So these are the benefits we got because of the good contact with the other parts of the world. I think you got it, my dear children. You have to read it and understand this topic. Okay, and next India's neighbors. We can discuss India's neighbors. Dear children, India and the neighbors. You know, we can write next India and the neighbors. Do you have neighbors? Of course. So, like that, we are keeping a good relation with our neighbors. Like that, each and every country, they have to keep a good relation with their own neighbors. But really, what it is happening? Yes, so that we can discuss later. Next, India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia. A strategic position. തന്ത്രപരമായ വളരെ ഒരു നല്ല പൊസിഷനിലാണ് ഇന്ത്യ ഈസ് ലൈങ് ഓർ സിറ്റുവേറ്റിംഗ്. ആൻഡ് ഇന്ത്യ ഹാസ് now 28 states and union territories are there. First it was 29, after again it is reduced. Okay, so we have to understand this. India shares land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest. Who are the neighbors? You know who are the neighbors near you? Your neighborhood area, one side, another one group of one family will be the next side, another family is living, next another one family. So we know that different neighbors are there for us. Like that, India's boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest side, China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north side, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east side. Southern neighbors consist of two island countries. Once again I will tell you, India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest. Got it? And in the China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north side. And Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east side. Southern neighbors are two island countries. You know which are the two island countries? Yes, they are Sri Lanka and Maldives. These two separated by Pak Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. This is Sri Lanka and it is separated by Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar. Gulf of Mannar found in Indo-Pacific region. We can see Gulf of Mannar. And also it is a biosphere reserve. That means Gulf of Mannar is a biosphere reserve. And it is islets. What do you mean by islet? Islet, it is a small island is known as islet. And Pak Strait, it is an inlet of Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal is an inlet. What it is? Pak Strait. Pak Kadalidukku. Okay, that is an inlet. That means narrow water passage. That is water passage inlet. So Pak Strait is an inlet, but Gulf of Mannar is a biosphere reserve area. That is known as islet. I-S-L-E-T. So islet and inlet, I think you got it. Okay, so dear children, it is, you have to understand that Sri Lanka and Maldives are the southern part of south of India. Two island countries are the Sri Lanka and Maldives. So Sri Lanka and Maldives is separated by India by a narrow channel that is known as, that is formed by the Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar. So Pak Strait is a water body and Gulf of Mannar is a land area, island area. Got it? And but Maldives Islands are situated in the south of the Lakshadweep Islands. Maldives avadeyanu Lakshadweep Island in the south side. And India has had a strong geographical and historical links with the neighbors. And so here we are concluding our first lesson, India, size and location. This last topic, it is very simple. What it is? India's neighbors. With four sides, who are the India's neighbors and which are the two island countries south of India, that it is Sri Lanka and Maldives. How these are separated by India with that Pak Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. Pak Strait, it is a small narrow water passage, and it is a Gulf of Mannar, it is an island area, a biosphere reserve area. This area, it is separating India from Sri Lanka and Maldives. Got it? So my dear children, very simple area. You have to read it and understand. Now we concluded the first lesson. I think you got it. Am I right? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. We will meet again on next class. Thank you.